Hi, I'm Sarah, and I am part of the First Presbyterian Church family, and I am going to read you today from your Spark Bible. Today, I'm going to read the stories A Ruler from Bethlehem and Angel's Visit. They start on page 194 of your Spark Story Bible. You can follow along if you want. A Ruler from Bethlehem. Micah was a prophet. He spoke to the people for God. During the time when Micah was alive, God's people were afraid. They felt sad and hopeless. God sent Micah to the people of Bethlehem, one of the smallest groups of God's people, with some unbelievable news. This is the good news that Micah announced to God's people. For you, little Bethlehem, will come a wonderful leader for the whole world. He will be like a good shepherd who loves and takes care of each sheep in his flock. He will take care of all people, especially those who need extra help. All God's people will be safe with this leader because he will lead with peace and fairness. He will be the greatest leader the world has ever seen. There is hope. Live with hope, you people of Bethlehem. And there's the picture again. Now, here's our second. Angel's Visit. Mary was a young woman. She lived in a town called Nazareth and was engaged to be married to a man named Joseph. One day, a tall and handsome man appeared in front of Mary. His clothes were brilliant white. His hair was dark and curly, and his eyes sparkled like lights. Mary knew the man must be an angel. "Hello, Mary," he said. "God is with you." Mary stepped backward. His deep voice scared her. "Don't be afraid," he said. "God sent me to tell you that you are going to have a son, who you'll name Jesus. He is going to be very important to many people." "A son? But I'm not married yet," she said. "How is this going to happen?" There's the picture again. Here's the next picture. "The Holy Spirit will come to you," the angel replied. "Your son will be the Son of God." "The Son of God? My son?" Mary thought about all these things. It didn't seem possible, but she believed anything was possible for God. "I am God's servant. I'll do whatever God says," she said. But her mind was racing. What will Joseph think? Would he believe her? Mary was nervous. When Mary told Joseph about the angel and about giving birth to God's son, he did just what she was afraid he would do. He didn't believe her. He talked about not marrying her anymore. Mary felt so sad, but she remembered what the angel said, and she trusted God. The next day, something wonderful happened. Joseph came to her and said, "An angel came to me in a dream. He said, 'Joseph, don't be afraid to make Mary your wife. She is going to have a son, and you're going to name him Jesus. He's going to save people from their sins.'" Here's the next picture. Mary smiled a big smile. She was so happy that tears of joy filled her eyes and trickled down her cheeks. She felt Joseph's love again. "I am not scared for you to be my wife, Mary," he said. "I will be with you, and we will name the baby Jesus." The end. Now, there's different ways we can think about this story. First, you can use your ears, right? What were the most helpful words that you can say? Hopeful words, See, draw a picture of Mary's face when the angel is talking to her. How do you think her face changes? I bet she was worried at first. In the picture here, it looks like she was. And then act. Can you be brave like Mary this week? Thanks for listening to our story. See you next week.